Hey there, Joseph Lipper here, and I want to share with you a new mechanism that has been dominating competitions. Signature events, local tournaments, it's been on a lot of the winning robots, and I want to share with you exactly how it works and why you need it. So let's get into it. The mechanism itself is really simple. It is just a C-channel with a pneumatic cylinder on it and a little peg here on the end to stick into the goal. It goes up and down like this, so you can go up and put it down, and so you can put it into the long goal. And that what this is for is you can just use it to push a whole bunch of blocks through the tube and make sure that you get yours in that control zone. Now, once they're in that control zone, they are a lot harder to deal with. If you get just a few in that control zone, it doesn't really matter how many you have on the ends because those can be descored really easily. But if you can get the majority in this control zone, then that's going to be a lot harder to descore, especially if there isn't any around the edges. If there's just a few in there, that makes it a lot harder for anyone to really get those out of there. So that's what this is really for. Now let me show you how it works. So I can usually leave it up during the match just to keep it more out of the way. This is all the way up to the 22 inches. You don't have to do that, but just to keep it more out of the way. And then when I want to use it, you can put it down. And then what you do is, the reason I have mine this length is so that way I can go right up to the base of this thing, almost hitting it. And then that's how you know that this is the perfect distance away. And what you can do is you just need to back up into the... And then you can see that now we have pushed ours into that center, and the blue ones are out on the outside. Now what you can do next is really cool. So what you do is you can just put it up, and then you go back more. And if I was driving with two hands, this would be a lot easier. And then you put it down, and if you drive in a straight line, it's going to end up in here. And then what you do next is you just back up, and there you go. Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, that looks really cool, but I'm not really sure how that works, I'm not really sure how I would put that on my robot, go ahead and click the link in the description below, and there's a link there. I will send you all the details on how I made mine and how it works, and that should give you all the information you need to model something like that on your robot. Now, as you can see, we have just our 4 red ones in here. You could do that with just like 3 of them or something, and that's totally fine. But you can see now anyone else who has one of these, it's going to be a challenge for them. They can't get those out. What they have to do is they have to take some of theirs, put them in, and then they have to do that and do that with a couple of them and then be able to push yours out. And so that's kind of a lot, that's a big challenge. And so honestly, a lot of the really high level matches only end with a few blocks in the center, and a lot of them don't really end with blocks on the end. So that is why that is, and that's how it works. And that is exactly why you need one of these little wings on your robot. It is kind of the most overpowered mechanism. And if you don't have one, you are at a pretty big disadvantage. Now, one thing you're going to want to keep in mind is making sure that this metal piece does not touch the top of the plastic goal. Right here, mine is just a little bit above. It's not quite touching. And the reason for that is if it touches the goal, then it's going to cause a lot of friction, cause your driving to be a little bit weird when it's just dragging along the top of the goal. That's not going to be really great for it. It's just it's going to be doing that all over the place, and that's not what you want during your match. So when it's in down position, just make sure it's a little bit above that goal. Make sure it's barely not touching, and you should be good to go. Then the up position, just make sure that your bolt goes above that center part of the goal. Make sure that these do have some space in between. When you're building one of these, you're going to want to make sure that this is really strong and really well attached and really well built. This is because when this is in here, there's a chance that someone might hit you, something might happen, and all of the force goes into this arm. Your whole robot is being wrenched around this arm. So you want to make sure this is strong, not going to break, not going to bend, because you need this for the rest of the match. You need it for the rest of your matches. So the way I attached mine, I boxed my C-channel here. I also boxed it in here. And so that means that I put a little spacer in there to help make sure that the C-channel is not going to bend. I can absolutely wrench on this, lift the robot, shake it around by this arm, it's not going to bend. This screw on the end, you also want to make sure it's really well attached. Mine could be better attached. Right now it's just screwed in here, but I haven't had any problems with it bending in drive practice. How you know if it's strong enough is if you can drive practice however many matches in a competition, then that's how you know. If you can go that many matches without this bending, then you're probably good. So make sure this is really well attached, make sure nothing is like in danger of breaking here, and yeah, you should be good to go. So that's all that you need to know about the wing to descore the blocks through the top little slot in the tube. Don't forget to click that link in the description for all the details on how this works. Like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.